What is up, guys? And in this video I'll be showing you 3 cinematic looking gimbal moves that you can do for your videos even if you're a complete beginner. I'll make your videos look a little bit more pro even if you have no experience. So before I even get into any of the tips, first is you want to get your gimbal and you want to make sure it's properly balanced. And how you know a gimbal is properly balanced is if you go in any direction, the gimbal stays there. So if your gimbal is constantly going like this, wobbling all over the place before you even turn it on, then you might want to fix that. So how you fix that is you just look, whatever way the gimbal is tilting. If it's tilting too much down, you want to pull the camera backwards. If it's going this way, you want to push it that way. And from this point, as you can see, pretty stable, not moving. And just make sure everything is in lock, because the last thing you want to happen is have your gimbal fly off as you're doing this. So right now, guys, I am using my Tech AK2000 and with my Nikon right here, Z50 with my 16-50 lens. And if you want a little bonus tip is make sure you're using a wide enough angle lens that has a vibration reduction so you're getting the smoothest shots as possible. And tip number 3 is that there's 2 ways. If you want to make it more cinematic, you can film in 60 frames or even 120 frames. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to keep everything simple, 4K, 24 frames per second. And my settings are going to be 1/50. So maybe at f5.6. So the more aperture that you have, so the higher the number, the more likely everything will be in focus. Alright guys, so the first gimbal trick that I'm going to show you to create more cinematic movements is what my friend is doing, but he doesn't have a gimbal. So what you want to do is you have a subject and they're constantly walking that way. So you don't want to walk like this because it's going to be like a horse. So if you have a gimbal, what you want to do is make sure you have your focus on your subject. Luckily, I have autofocus with this guy. And now I'm just going to walk like this. And I'm going to have you keep going like that. From your peripheral. Ready? And action. Keep going. Keep going. Tip 2 when it comes to shooting very cinematic gimbal videos is you'll see this on Instagram, on TikTok, and travel videos, and it is really easy. All you do is you make sure your subject is straight in the middle and you're pretty much trying to aim this through their chest. So you go to them, you can hold it in flashlight mode. This is what you call flashlight mode when you hold a gimbal close to your body, or you can hold it straight up. And all you want to do is walk towards them until it hits their chest or in the middle, and you want it to be black so you can cut. That's where you make your cut. And then what you do is pretend this was a person. I would go behind them and start off where you finished. So since you started off with it goes to black, you start with black. You go to black, you cut, and you just walk straight. Or you can hold it like a flashlight mode, like I said, and then come out. When it comes to tip number 3, the final one is usually my go-to. It essentially is a back tracking shot. So all you do is you have your subject go straight, follow in a line, and you're just shooting. I shoot in 60 frames, 100 frames per second, and all I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep them dead center and have them like look up, look to the left, and the gimbal, how I'm holding it, is just literally just like this, close to my body, and straight. And that's all. You can throw in some slow motions. If there's leaves around, make them throw it up. It'll do a little cool slow motion, and that's it when it comes to making your videos look a little bit more professional, because I know how complicated it can get when it comes to just picking up a gimbal. You're like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Hey guys, so I hope you liked this video. And if you want to get more serious about videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and you get even more serious, get my camera mastery guide, link in the description. And if you can get more serious, get my how to become a videographer, video editor course. Everything that I listed is in the description below, especially my camera, my equipment, what am I using. My name is Peter. You're watching Broke Visionary Collective, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something.